Who doesn't like to get a package in the mail? Hello again. A good friend and longtime viewer of this channel, Colin V, sent me a package recently, and I haven't yet got around to taking a look at it on camera, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to just briefly go through a few things of interest that will bring me to the main subject of this hopefully brief video. A couple of books that he sent. This is one that I have not had in my collection, and I am glad to have it. It looks like an abridged, updated language edition of the Practice of the Presence of God by Brother Lawrence. Certainly most of you probably are familiar with the book. Many of you probably read it. I understand it's a wonderful book, and I look forward to getting to know it. So I will report back on that at some point, likely. A little concordance, and by little I mean something you can have by your bedside, and when you want to look up something, you don't have to grab the 42-pound Strong's Concordance and lift it onto your chest and run the risk of dying in your bed alone under a massive book. So this is for the King James Version. This is a Holman publisher. I'm sure abridged concordance, very nice, packable and useful. And this, I had made a comment just before receiving this that I now wish I hadn't said in quite the way I did. And I mentioned that this was a book that I had a very hard time reading and getting into. Well, this may just fix that. This is appears to be an edition of Pilgrim's Progress that is intended for young people. And I've said several times, I think in previous videos, that I think children's books are a terrific way to get an introduction to any subject. And I can't believe I never tried this before, because I know Pilgrim's Progress is a book that I probably should read and probably should like, but I've just never been able to make my way through it. Well, here we go. This is a children's edition, abridged, and probably changes in the language that make it a little easier for a child to read, and I think I can do this. I really think I can. First of all, the pictures in it are just delightful, and I'm going to steal lots of them, I think, and use them as clip art on my channel at times. But yeah, I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to finish this thing and then decide whether I have the proper momentum to make it through the actual unabridged Pilgrim's Progress, of which I have a very old edition of. Look at those pictures. A really terrifying one of a satanic figure. There he is. Look at that. So, thanks, Colin. I'm gonna give it my best shot, man. I'm gonna really muscle through it. I think I can do it with pictures and simple language. I can knock this sucker out and finally feel like I've joined the rest of Christendom in reading and enjoying that book. Okay, so the main subject here that I wanted to get to is this wonderful box of items. Colin knows that I am a fan of graphite pencils. Let me turn this around. And there's some really interesting ones in here. I'm not sure where he found these, but let's just pull a few of these out and take a look at them. Might have to change my focus a little bit. Let's bring it up. So we got a number of kind of standard yellow number 2 school type pencils. but in various incarnations here from different manufacturers. This one is particularly interesting. You can see that. That is a barrel Murado, which I have a lot of in various forms, but this is a number 4. You very rarely see a number 4 pencil. I don't think that's going to show up very well, but you got to take my word for it. Has the classic red stripe on the ferrule there, and if you notice, this ferrule is glued on rather than stabbed and crimped on, as most pencils are. They're rudely perforated. That is not going to focus. Might as well take it off of, get it back on autofocus. There you go. You can see there's your standard pencil. All these punctures meant to keep the ferrule on the pencil and the eraser in the ferrule. But some of the higher quality pencils, you see, they went a different route. Works especially well on these round pencils, or very, very rounded off hex pencils, as this Murado is. So that's interesting. That is a clever play on words. That is funny. I have a growing collection of carpenter pencils too. Firestone. It's a number 3 pencil. Cash for suggestions. How about that? Must have been for Firestone employees. Doesn't say who made the pencil, where it came from, but looks like a pretty nice pencil with the Firestone on it. What else do we have that's of interest here? There's another Murado. This is a number 3 with that red striped ferrule. No eraser, it's come completely out, but again, the ferrule is glued on rather than crimped. Some pencils from brands that I have never heard of that will go in my collection. Osco, number 2, made in USA. Actually, looking at the end there, I'm going to guess that's a extruded pencil. I could be wrong. Not heard of that. I have I think I mentioned before, a small collection of railroad pencils, which I believe this is. I didn't look up Missouri Pacific lines, but that's got to be a railroad, right? Number 3 pencil in this kind of natural wood shellac or lacquer finish. Very nice. A lot of advertising pencils back when they used to make really nice advertising pencils. Ready mix concrete. All right, so we've left the age of the railroads to the age of air travel, and this is a red pencil. Up, Up and Away TWA. Airline pencil. I'm pretty sure there's another TWA pencil in here. That's not it. There we go. Nationwide, worldwide, depend on TWA. Number 4, another number 4 pencil. Odd. I don't think I've ever come across one before, and there's 2 in this batch so far, as well as some number 3s. By the way, TWA, I think there's another airline. I don't think it's TWA. I'll have to look it up before I put out this video. That has a deal, or had a had Blackwing pencils, the famous high-end pencil manufacturer, making a red pencil for them. Maybe it was TWA. heard of. True Red. Maybe a store brand of some type, of a store that is not in my area. This is fun. School pencil. Doesn't get any more specific than that. School pencil 252, number 2 pencil. Nothing else on it that I can see. Bunch of these movie monster pencils, which is fun. Got the Phantom of the Opera, we've got Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula, Wolfman, got the whole set here, it looks like. Wolfman, Dracula, I think that's it. Fun. Farmers National Bank, Abilene, Kansas. If you're still watching this, then you must be wired like me and find it entertaining just to go through a box of old pencils. Why am I wired that way? I don't really know. There's a Wallace Bright Tone. I don't see many Wallace pencils anymore. That one has seen some use. What else do we have that's interesting? There's a Snappy pencil by Empire. 1122. Number 2 pencil. Not heard of that one. Certainly Empire, the manufacturer, I've heard of. But another Bright Tone from Wallace, number 2. Must have worked through all the odd grades of pencil here. Roadway. Don't hang in the no zone. Roadway, I believe, is a trucking company, and fluorescent, I guess the fluorescent color here represents the look out, danger, don't get run over by a truck, I guess. There's an advertising pencil, Citizens National Bank, Amity or Amite, Amity maybe, Hammond, Ponchatoula, member FDIC, but they opted for the glued-on ferrule here too. That's pretty high quality for an advertising pencil. A couple of these Eagle very thin pencils that have the metal cap on them, which I think looks really classy. And 2 different iterations of the Eagle emblem. They're both carmine red. The paint, you can tell, is a different color, but I'm a fan of this iteration of the Eagle E, although the one that kind of looks like a Thunderbird is also very nice. All right, what else do we have? Anything else of interest? Here's an unmarked. Oh, yeah, because I didn't notice that before. Not sure what that is. I would have said a stylus if this were a different era. This was obviously made before the era of the stylus for a tablet. Not sure what that is. Curious. Oh, and this is fun. Don't forget the Guys. Guys potato chips, cheese sticks, nuts. It's got this interesting clip that is from a Scripto, which is another of my favorite collectibles, Scripto pencils. And this is just a removable clip. It says USA and Scripto on it. So really nice. There you go, another Wallace here, bright tone, this one in yellow. And then some Eagle Murado thin leads. I like how these leads used to come in like a wooden tray. And they're colored on one end, so you know you're running out of lead, but it's a red lead. Harder and harder to find these things for my vintage mechanical pencils. All right, a few other things in there that are more specific to location that I'm not going to spend much time on, but Colin, I had a lot of fun looking through those, and I appreciate you sending that. I will report back at some point on these books, especially this one that I bad-mouthed in a video right before you sent this to me. So I'm going to focus on that because I know I should read it, and I know I should enjoy it and take benefit from it, but I haven't yet. So this will be a good opportunity for me to make my way through. Thanks for joining me through this look at this care package and these unique vintage pencils. And who knows what we'll be doing next time. I appreciate you stopping by anyway, even though you don't know really what I'm going to be doing from video to video. If it's something you're interested in, watch, comment, all of that. And I always appreciate that. So, hope to see you here next time.